Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. At Sharon's place, Nick, and Faith arrive home from the hospital. Sharon asks how her daughter's feeling. Faith assures her she's fine. Nick warns they'll be fussing over her. You gave us quite a scare. Faith is sorry. Sharon tells her this was not her fault. Victor and Nikki come in and hug Faith. Sharon frowns as they chat. Suddenly, she jumps up and exclaims, "Oh no!" She claims she left her purse at the hospital and has to go back. She insists Nick stay there and visit. Outside the door, Cameron tells Sharon he knows where she's really going, and he absolutely approves. They can talk all they want about it being an accident, but they know exactly who's responsible. At Daniel's place, Lucy protests not being able to get her driver's license. She'll take any other punishment. Her parents refuse. It's non-negotiable. Daniel tells her there's something else they want her to do. Heather says she has to write a letter of apology to Faith and her parents. Daniel explains she still doesn't seem to appreciate the seriousness of her actions, except for not being able to drive. Lucy growls and takes off into her room. Daniel and Heather agree they're not backing down. A knock comes at the door. It's Sharon. "I need to speak to both of you." At the Abbott mansion, Kyle's glad that Claire is good with them being the kind of friends who go to dinner and movies. Jack comes in and Kyle challenges his father by suggesting he can't wait for him to move out. Jack thinks he's trying to start something. Kyle muses that Claire should leave if things are going to get ugly. Jack trots off to make phone calls, and Kyle tells Claire he's sorry. He tries to avoid running into his parents. He can't get out fast enough. Claire wishes they could move past this and asks if he's tried. Kyle doesn't want to discuss the family drama, but Claire thinks she could help. Kyle says there's so much anger and resentment. Claire adds, "and hurt." Kyle complains about his mother firing him and his father standing by and allowing it. His father also ridiculed his plan to make Glissade a competitor. He hasn't extended an olive branch. The ball is in their court. Claire thinks his parents probably feel abandoned too. Kyle doesn't care if these feelings are resolved. Claire reminds him resentment consumed her Aunt Jordan. If he can't forgive, those feelings will take over his life. Kyle concedes it's eating away at him, but he doesn't know how to stop it. At Sharon's place, Faith tells Nikki and Victor about the circumstances surrounding the car accident. It could have been a lot worse. Nikki's concerned that Lucy's drinking at such a young age. Faith recalls that she got drunk and stole a ranch truck. She just hopes this is a wake-up call for Lucy as it was for her. She thanks her grandparents for coming by and heads upstairs to rest. Nick and his parents discuss how it brought back terrible memories for him and Sharon. Nick says it was tough in the beginning, but Faith is tough and will be fine. Nikki asks about Sharon, who seemed a little off. Victoria said she's been going through a rough time. Nick says of course she is. The accident brought back painful memories. Nikki knows it started before the accident. She saw him watching her as though she'd break. "I've seen that look before." Nick admits that she's going through a rough time. She recently changed her meds. Victor worries she'll pull him back into her ups and downs. "We've been down this road before." Nick will do whatever it takes to help her. "You know more than anyone how important family is." At Daniel's place, he and Heather tell Sharon they've been laying down the law with Lucy. They list off the punishments they gave her. Sharon thinks it's a start. Daniel asks, "A start?" Sharon thinks that's a slap on the wrist, considering what their daughter did. Heather asks what else she wants them to do. "What are you suggesting we do?" Sharon rants that they're being far too lenient, and what they think was a stupid childhood mistake could have ended far worse, as she and Daniel know all too well, don't we? Cameron appears and says, "Now we're getting somewhere." At the Abbott mansion, Kyle tells Claire he never planned to be divorced or estranged from his parents, but here we are. Claire understands. but she hates to see him and his dad like this. Jack listens as Kyle tells Claire how much he misses talking to his dad and getting his advice. "I miss my dad a lot." She asks why he can't tell him. Kyle isn't ready to make the first move. And should it really be me who does? He feels he's the wronged party and would be happy to put it behind him if his dad would say he's sorry. Is that too much to ask for? Jack steps into the room and says, "No, Kyle, it isn't."